attendance of over 75,000 here at White Hart Lane was set in 1938 when the two clubs met in the FA Cup, and nearly 65,000 were here the night they did so again in 1961, Spurs' double year. Well, crowds like that in football may be a thing of the past, and the rain in London today could affect tonight's attendance. But Sunderland-born Mick Hazard is back in the Spurs lineup because Tony Galvin is still fighting a hamstring strain. That's the only change, although since the first match at Roker Park, Chris Hughton has regained the left-back spot from Gary Mabbott, who's tonight's substitute. Sunderland's manager Len Ashurst, who played in that game in 1961, has just agreed a 3-year contract with the club, and his plan tonight is to play Gary Bennett in midfield to try to contain Hoddle and Hazard. Bennett's place in defence is taken by captain Sean Elliott, back from suspension, while at number 10, Mark Proctor is recalled for the cup-tied Stan Cummins. Colin West drops to substitute. Referee Brian Stevens of Stonehouse in Gloucestershire starting this fourth round replay. Spurs in white playing from the left, and the prize again, an away tie against Watford in the quarter-final in the new year. In the first match, Spurs made the better chances, but Sunderland, who've not been beaten at Roker Park this season, have yet to win away, so this is some test for them. Chris Turner was the hero of the first match in the Sunderland goal. Falco's got Gary Stevens going through, but it's Falco himself who takes it. Challenged by Chisholm, penalty! Falco, the player, fouled. Gordon Chisholm. And as Stevens cut inside, Falco went alone. Chisholm went across and got tangled up with Falco's legs as the ball ran away. Penalty. Now, Gale tells Turner which way he thinks it might go. And Spurs in the lead. Graham Roberts, with just 5 minutes gone. Well, this is Roberts' fourth successful penalty this season, his 6th goal in all for Tottenham, and Turner guessed wrong. So what was already an awesome task for Sunderland, having not won away against a good home Spurs record, is now multiplied. They're one down. It's lofted up for Stevens, then Walker with Perryman, now Hazard. It's in for Miller, but his first touch was not quite good enough, and he also committed a foul. This is Barry Venison. Long ball looking for Steve Berry. Roberts with the header. Gale. Hazard's tackle, then Proctor's, and Roberts, and Tottenham are dwelling again, and that's been played into Hodgson's path by Bennett, and Clements had to get down hurriedly at the near post from David Hodgson, and again set up by Gary Bennett. A corner to Sunderland, to be taken by Walker, and Bennett's gone on the line. And Hoddle coming in behind Gale. And Bennett on, Roberts away. Benison back. Perryman header, good one, Chidozie. Spurs streaming out to the left-hand side, 5 of them. And it came off Bennett, and Falco to Hoddle, inside to Hazard. Foul by Berry. Referee's gone for his notebook. A booking for Steve Berry, who caught Hazard as he turned. And Hoddle's chip. This is Chiedozie. Awkward to the far post, and Allen it was, who got away from the defenders. And a well-worked cross by John Chiedozie. After Hoddle had drifted the free kick away to the right, they took the defender away there, the help of Roberts. Chiedozie's cross, the angle not brilliant, but Allen may have felt he could have scored. Hodgson. That's a good bit of play. Howard Gale, Clive Walker trying to get into the centre here, and he's going to meet the crosses. Walker, goal for Sunderland. Beautifully made and taken by the two wingers. 23 minutes gone. Walker the scorer, and all because Hodgson, a nice bit of work by him near the line, releasing Howard Gale, who's very quick in these situations. Look at the other winger, Walker, seeing the opening in the centre. The cross well delivered, and Walker on that trusty left foot, steering it wide of Clements. So a good cut tie here now. Clive Walker is the Sunderland top scorer this season. That was his 8th. Given his side some confidence. Gale, and now offside against Gary Bennett. Match of the day viewers saw Walker score a hat-trick against Manchester United a week last Saturday. This is Falco away from Chisholm again, and once more the number 5 fouls him. Falco is coming in on the cross from Hoddle. Falco's header. Certainly got up there to beat his marker. There's Hodgson. And here he is again, and he's found Walker, and Bennett's well forward in the centre. Walker's delayed his cross and forced a corner instead. Berry to take this one. Oh, and Clements having a word with the men in front of him, because there was a bit of confusion there. It seemed to go across the 6-yard box with nobody laying claim to it at all. Certainly not the keeper. That's for Falco. Oh, buffeting there, all right. Chisholm again. Now Spurs badly need to regain their foothold in this replay. They've got 10 minutes in the first half to do so, and there's somebody there on the Sunderland side kicking the ball away needlessly, and that won't improve the referee's mood. So Hoddle placing the ball for the free kick and setting up Mick Hazard. And that must have been pretty close by the reaction of the crowd behind the goal. Touched to him by Hoddle. Clive Allen has been hobbling for a few minutes, and it seems to me as if he's going off. He'd signalled to the bench earlier, and they've been getting Gary Mabbutt ready. So, with 8 minutes to go in the first half and the score 1-1, Gary Mabbutt replaces Clive Allen. And Bennett may have overdone it slightly there. Referee says play on. Gary Mabbutt, the ball winner. And with the shot, Turner having to turn it out. Can the substitute Mabbutt? Crowd pleased to see Tottenham back on the attack after a very difficult period for them. Chidozie. And now Roberts. Lofted in and out by Venison, is it? And by Turner, in fact. Corner. Here's Hoddle. And Mabbutt again. Very close twice now. Well, Gary Mabbutt has come on, and it would appear that he's strengthened the Tottenham midfield immediately. They were losing the battle in there, but he's had two good efforts in quick succession. Here's Hazard. Bennett again winning out, and the referee blows for half-time in a thoroughly tasty cup tie. Spurs got off to a tremendous start with that penalty after 5 minutes, but then Sunderland got their teeth into the match. Clive Walker equalised, and there were some very uneasy moments for Tottenham because Sunderland showed a resilience that's been missing in their game away from home in recent times. It was a groin injury which forced Clive Allen to go off, and Spurs pushed Mick Hazard up front alongside Falco, and that's how they're starting the second half. If this match is a draw after 90 minutes, there's extra time tonight, and if it's still level, a third match. Roberts. Push by Berry on Hoddle. Forward by Miller, and Stevens, number 2 here with the header. Mabbutt is following up. Venison, Houghton. Spooned rather by Miller. And he's been penalised for having a flick at David Hodgson, who is in the centre of one or two fairly high-powered challenges tonight. Venison with the ball forward, it's a good one too. That is Hodgson, in fact. And he's found some space here, has Hodgson. And Roberts had to get the tackle in. This is Gale. And Hodgson's there again, and Hoddle made a mistake. Chisholm had a shot, and it's gone in. After 2 minutes of the second half, Sunderland have taken the lead. And a useful goal scorer he's proved in the past in cup ties as Chisholm. He was up there, and it definitely seemed to confuse Clements, the dive by Miller. But Chisholm, the man who gave away the penalty, has made amends at the beginning of the second half by putting his side in front. And Sunderland, still without an away win this season, lead here by 2 goals to 1. And Tottenham have got a fight on their hands. Chidozie. Spurs now asked to come from behind. And Miller. Stevens. And Mabbutt now. This is Venison. Proctor. Forward by Gale. This is Chidozie. Forward by Hoddle. Stevens is there for Spurs. And Roberts. And Chidozie. And Chisholm with the header. Roberts now. Oh, he battled away well there. It's a good cross. And Falco and Mabbutt in together. Goal kick, in spite of Falco's appeal. Good example by Graham Roberts, and my word, Spurs looking for this sort of inspiration here. They're not playing well, but Roberts produced something there which had possibilities. Forward by Perryman. And this is Berry, who's played a useful match in midfield for Sunderland, both tonight and in the first game. Elliott. Proctor. And Berry is the forward runner. Hazard. Could have been awkward for Tottenham, as it is. The linesman's flagging and the referee is playing an advantage. Hodgson is annoyed, he thinks it was in his favour. Hoddle. Chidozie. Took it in stride. Mabbutt's there, hit the post! But the referee is pointing anyway. The Sunderland players have gone to the referee while you're watching this, because there's an appeal about something that happened way back in the other half, and quite an argument has ensued. Chidozie's cross, Mabbutt got up, and the ball came back off a post, but the players on the Sunderland side felt there should have been a free kick the other way, back in the Tottenham half of the field, when the linesman and the referee didn't seem to be in one accord. And this is where Sunderland could catch Spurs again if they only leave one defender back. It was Roberts then. This is Miller. And now Mabbutt. Well, free kick given against Proctor. Hoddle. Roberts. Sunderland have pulled everybody back. Roberts trying to tuck it in for Chris Hughton. Good save by Turner. And the goalkeeper, who was the hero of the first match, has made what could be a critical save in the second. David Hodgson has run himself into the ground for one thing. He's also had a bit of a tussle with Roberts and he's been booked for another. So it could be a good decision on both counts to bring on Colin West. With rather less than 12 minutes left and his side leading by 2 goals to 1. Tangled up with Houghton. Roberts to Hoddle. Chipped in and a chance. Falco's there, and Turner is also. This goalkeeper's had his name written on the tie from the start of the match at Roker Park. Hoddle there, got Falco in behind the defence. There was no doubt about that. He got it down, but Turner read the way the shot was going to go. 10 minutes to go, and still Spurs search for the equaliser. Stevens. Hoddle to Houghton. Lofted high, Falco's there. Handball, was it? Penalty! Handball! Sean Elliott, I think. But a handball has been given. Spurs have their second penalty, and the Sunderland protest brushed aside. Can he beat Turner again to put Spurs level? Oh, what a save! One of the great saves of the season, surely. And he won't be beaten, it seems, in this second half. Not even by a penalty. Roberts. Hoddle. And Houghton's in there. Chance again. He's missed it. And the crowd here can't believe it. Roberts pushed the ball forward. It was turned on by Hoddle. Gale got lost. Houghton got in there. The goalkeeper, well, he didn't really narrow the angle. Houghton missed the far post. Well, the crowd didn't want to see Miller pass back. Hoddle. It's a missed kick, really, but Perryman's got it. Chidozie. And Perryman again. It's useful. Turner's having to come. He's missed it. Houghton driven back away off the line. Mabert, good save. And the referee has blown. Quite what for, I'm not sure. It may even be full time. It is. And Sunderland produce Len Ashurst's team, one of the results of the season. The goalkeeper a hero again. He saved a penalty. And the milk cup is spilling over with shocks. Liverpool went out here. Manchester United are out, Arsenal and Everton are out, and now Spurs are out. And Sunderland, who began the day with a bit of business, selling Roger Wilde to Barnsley, have ended the day with an even better bit of business. They're through to the quarter-finals of this competition for the first time in 22 years. And what a night that is for North East football. Sunderland now go to Watford in the new year in the quarter-final. Having won here...